Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about 10.8 graphs of sine and cosine functions. Let's start from these Duna problems. So you should fill out the table below here. But now I will focus on only these degrees. So 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees. But I told you from today, mostly we are going to use, especially when you draw the graph, we are going to use a radian mode. So 0 degrees, 90 degrees, what? Pi over 2 radian. 180 degrees is pi radian. 270 degrees, 3 pi over 2 radians. 360 degrees is 2 pi radians. I need you to be familiar with these angles. So, do you know how to use the calculator? Let's go to the calculator now. Okay. I think you have this calculator. So to get the sine graph, what do? First, we need to change the mode, right? So let's try with the degree mode. First, let's try with the degree mode. Then where's the mode? Over here, right? So you are going to click, and now where is the mode? So your angle is radian or degree, but now your calculator is in the radian mode here. Then you need to change the degree and enter. And then let's go to the function y equal sine x. Oh, you have already sine x here, but sine is here, the button here, cosine tangent, and x is here, right? If you did it, let's go to the graph. Click the graph. Do you see the graph? When you see the graph like this, do you know what you should do? Yeah, you should go to the zoom. Go to the zoom. Look at the drop down here. 1, 2, 3 to 7. If you see, oh, 7Z3. Zoom trigonometry. Let's try trigonometry here. Okay. And then, oh, your graph is like this. So you should know how to use the zoom. Mostly when you draw the graph for trigonometry, use the 7. Drop down here, 7, right? So 7 trigonometry. And go to the graph. But now, in this graph, the calculator doesn't show you the label for x and y. For y goes up by 1. But x, mostly you should remember it goes here, this is 90 degrees and 180 and 270, 360. If you didn't do anything, it'll go like this. So let's look at the table in this case. So before you look at the table, when 90 degree, x is 90 degrees, y value is 1, right? 0 degrees 0. And 180 degrees 0, 270 degrees what? Negative 1, 360 degrees is 0. 90, 1, 180, which is pi radian, 0, 270 degrees, which is 3 pi over 2 radian, negative 1, 2 pi radian, which is 360 degrees, y value is 0. Let's go to the table. Second table. Oh, here, it starts from 0 here, and 0, 0, 45 degrees like this, 90 degrees 1, and 180, 0, 270 degrees negative 1, 360 degrees 0. But I set the calculator like this, but when you use your calculator, it it's not like this. How do you set this table? You go here, second, and table set, right? Second window, you see the second table set here. Then it start from 0, incremental. This small triangle shape means increase by 45 degrees. So X value goes up by 45. If you change it, you can change this. If you change it to, let's say, go up by 1, what happened? Let's try. Grab, but go to the second table, go up by 1. But in trigonometry, you don't want to see like this, 0 degree, 1 degree, 2 degrees. You should draw up to 360 degrees. It will be too much, right? Then what should you do? You need to change it back. So you want to see the table set here. You can have a 90 degrees, but 90 degrees too much. So I want to see in the middle also about 45 degrees. I'll go as I did before. And then your graph is the same, but this is not 45. This is 90 degrees. You should remember, but when you go to the table, 0, second table, before you see the table, look at here, 0, when X is 0 degree, Y value is 0, right? When do you have 1, the highest value 1? This one, is it 90 or 45? Look at here, 45 is not 1. 45 degrees, 0.707. 90 degrees 1, right? So you should, so 180 degrees 0, 270 degree is -1, 360 degree is 0 again. So this sine curve keep repeating this cycle. So look at this. Then I want you to see what happened if you change the mode. Let's change the mode. Let's go. Second, not second, you change the mode. Let's say to the radian. Let's do the radian. And then I'm going to go to the graph. Oops, what is this? It's still same graph, but when you did the mode, the interval changed, right? So let's go to the table, how it looks like. 0, 45, but it went by 45 degrees, right? But even though you change the mode, so but 45 and 90, oh, 90 is not 1. What happened? Ah, this is a radian mode. Then we need to change the setting, right? Let's change the setting. For the radian mode, you need to go to the setting here to look at the table properly. Let's change the setting. Now you should go by 1 for the radian mode. Please remember 1. Do you remember? Pi radian is 180 degrees, right? About 3.14 is 180 degrees. So 1 is 1/3 of 180 is 60, is a little bit less than 60. 1 will be like about 55 degrees. We should remember this. So 1 radian is what? About 55 degrees. So now let's go to the graph. You look at this, but when you see the table, now 0, 0, but 1 is what? About 55 degrees. 2 is about 110. 3 is a little bit more, less than 180 degrees, right? Close to 0 again. So you cannot see exactly the highest value or smallest value. You cannot see clearly with this one. So to look at the exact value, the highest value or minimum value, the 1 and -1, you better change it to the degree mode here, right? In the radian mode, you cannot see like this. 0 here about 3, this is 180 degrees of over here, right? About here. And 6 and point something here, you will see this is about 360 degrees because this is in the radian mode. But when you go to the graph, you want to see the original graph, then what do? Go to the zoom and go to the 7 trig like this. But still your table didn't change. But you should know when you change it to the zoom to the trig, this is what? 90 degrees, y value is 1. Okay, 180. It goes up by 90 in the graph. 90, 180 to 70 to the 60. So this is very important. You need to know, how to use the graph. So please, if you are confused, watch the video one more time or 2 more times. So let's see. Use the second table. Now, I want to change the mode again. Go to the degree. Let's go to the degree. All right. And then graph. And what happened? What should you do? Yes, you should change the zoom. 7. We should be familiar with this. That's why I repeat the same thing over and over again. So you change it like this, and you are in the degree mode, right? If you are not sure, go back to the mode. Okay, degree mode. Okay. Now let's go to the table. Oh, now it's a degree mode. What should you do? We need to change the table set. Yes, I am changing the table set again. I will go by 45 degrees, not the 90 degrees, because you are in the degree mode. Okay. Please be patient. I'm repeating the same thing, but you need to be patient and then see this closely so that you don't forget. Now you change it. How much increase by 45 degrees. So now let's go to the table. You will see. You get it? Now look at the graph. So this is a sine curve, all right? But if you want to look at the cosine, sine start from the 0 degree here, and 90 degree, you get the highest is 1 here. But if you want to go to the cosine, you change the function. Instead of sine, you do the cosine. Let's do it. And then, cosine when 0 is 90. It's the same curve, but just graph shifted to the left 90 degree, right? From here to here. Graph shifted 90 degree from the sine curve, right? From this goes here. So it repeats same curve, but shifted by 90 degrees. So this is a cosine curve. Start from when the 0 is 1. Sine curve start from the origin, right? 0, 0, but cosine is here. How about tangent? Tangent, here you go. And then, we'll talk about this later. But you should know tangent here, you have 90 degrees, 270 degrees. There's a vertical asymptote for tangent curve. And then here, negative 90 degrees, right? And this one keep going up. So vertical asymptote means graph keep going up to the positive infinity here, but it never touch in the 90 degrees. In the negative 90, it never touch, right? Here 180, 90 degrees, never touch, but 180, 0, 270 degrees, never touch. All right, so let's go back to our packet. So now, you know how to use the calculator, you should know how to draw the graph. So you first, to draw the graph, plot the points for the 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. So plot the point 0, what is x value? 1, right? 1. If you make 1 here, then you goes up by here, it's okay. 0, 0 is 0, 9 is 1 here, right? Or I want to make 1 over here, then it's up to you, how do you label? So then you should label y value properly 1, negative 1 here. So you should plot the points for 90, 180, 270, 360, and then when you draw the graph, make curve. Looks like a semi-curve, right? So let's go. So now we learned this already. The graph will look like this, right? So when x is 0, is 0. Pi over 2 radian, 90 degrees, 1. You see the label 1 here, right? You need to label it properly here. 180 degree pi is 0. And the 3 pi over 2 is 0, negative 1. 2 pi radian, 360 degree is 0. And then you connect. Sometimes they ask from 0 to 360 degree or 0 to 2 pi radian. But sometimes they ask you guys to draw the graph from negative 2 pi radian, which is negative 360 degree, to the positive 360 degrees. So everybody understand how to draw the graph, right? I think it is not difficult at all. So I want you to go to the Google Classroom and answer this question. Where are the highest values? What are the zeros? Where does it have the lowest value? If you look at the curve, highest values, right? Lowest values, and zeros, zeros, zeros. And zeros in the negative, here zeros. You have so many zeros because this sine curve keep repeating infinitely. That's why the domain is important. From the angle is from 0 to 360 degree here, or negative 360 to 360 degrees. So remember, this curve keep repeating this cycle. Okay, so now if you look at the packet, you will have about 4 graphs: the domain, sine and cosine, and domain is different. So focus on, please be careful with the domain. And then can you draw the graph? Okay, so I will stop here.